First, BMW launched the 2 Series, then Volvo launched the XC60, then Audi launched the Audi A4, then BMW again launched the 3 Series Grand Limousine. All this while, Mercedes, which has been waiting in the parking, smiling, were waiting for this, the A-Class, and that's the real thing. This is the scale model. In case you want this more than this, then leave a nice comment, subscribe to the channel, and you might just win this. The A-Class, why Mercedes has been smiling? Because it came with a death knell to the competition. Because the competition has to really sit up notice, because the one thing which Mercedes has done has really changed the game in its favors. It comes with an 8-year warranty, which means the first time luxury buyers will have a peace of mind. First time luxury buyers, the cost of ownership will be very, very less. So that is a master stroke for Mercedes. Now let's move on. They call it the limousine version. They call it the A Series Limo. Now the limousine version means what? Limousine is a word which is from a French region, which basically means there's a sheet of glass in between the driver and the rear view passengers. But here the glass sheet is missing. Now is this a limousine? The leg room and the headroom is just about average. So I would call it a comfortable sedan, but when you talk about limo, in your mind it rings the bell of a stretch limo. That's not exactly what you're looking for. If you're looking for that, then you might be disappointed. But it's very roomy, it's got very good leg space. You can see that I'm a 5'10.5" and I'm very comfortable. This is adjusted to the driver's seat, which is very, very comfortable. The headroom is also very nice. There's a light up here. The cabin is very refreshing. The AC vents here looks like turbine, which is good for the rear view passengers. So all in all, it's not the real limousine, but it's not bad. It's good in its class. So compared to the BMW 2 Series, it's much better. Compared to XC60, it's about there. Compared to 3 Series limousine, it's about match. So in terms of space, it's very decent. Now what really makes the A-Class stand out is the design. Let's do a quick walk around, step inside, step on the gas and see how it is good to drive. From the side profile, it looks very good. It has a coupe kind of look, which looks very nice from the side. The rear profile of the tires are very good, because unlike the other cars, the profile of the tires is adapted to the Indian conditions, so there is more of rubber, so which means that when you drive, it's more comfortable. The suspension has been adapted to the Indian conditions. It's a little raised, so it's a higher ground clearance. The boot space is very neat, because when you fold it, it has a 40-20 and 40 ratio, which means you get more of luggage space. Right now you'll see we have crammed up with 2 days of stuff, a lot of camera equipment, a lot of stuff actually, and it packs in very well. The color is black. You get 6 colors in that, and time to go inside. So Mercedes has invited us to Goa, which explains that the segment is trying to attract to. Now when you're growing up, the first trip you ever want to do is Goa. Somehow Goa has that feeling about youthness, about being fun, about being sporty, and that's exactly what the A-Class is all about. So we only have 5 hours to get into A to Z of the A-Class, and let's get right into it. Now in terms of driving dynamics, it fits in right well. Accidentally we happened to go into some places which was not supposed to be an A-Class route, a mile off-roading, and it did manage to come out of it without scraping anything below it. So that way the A-Class has been really tuned to Indian roads. As you can see, it drives very well on the roads, and I'm driving the 1.4 liter petrol right now, and it's very peppy. The ground clearance is very nice. It drives very planted. You have a sense of confidence. The steering has a good tactile feeling towards it, so if you're up for some fun, this car won't disappoint you. While we're waiting for the signal, we're actually headed to a place called Martin's Corner. Now Martin's Corner is nothing but a very famous restaurant in Goa, and I suggest if you've not been there, in your next visit you must go there. There are some nice delectables which you'll relish. Coming back to the topic of A-Class, this has memory seat function. Why am I talking about this? Because every time you swap a seat, the first thing you do is adjust seats. Now in this, the driver's seat and the co-passenger seat has the memory function, and when you press the memory and 1, you'll get back to the same position, which is going to save you a lot of time, hassle, and make your drive more enjoyable. Now the A-Class has the new MBUX system, 10.25 inch screen. There's another screen here, is one instrument cluster which looks very, very relishingly good looking, and you have this thing which I'm going to say now, and after that the thing wakes up. The thing is called Hey Mercedes.
What would you like to do?
Take me to Martin's Corner.
Do you want to start route guidance or modify the current route guidance?
Start route guidance.
The route is being calculated.
So this is how intuitive it is. And along with the Mercedes Me app, you can do a lot of things. In fact, the most important thing that you can do is, if you have a chauffeur-driven car, you can geofence it. For example, you don't want the car to go outside the periphery, you can do that. Along with that, you can. It's a very interesting function that we have. Supposing if you have a nice bungalow and if you have a courier guy to deliver the car, you could open the car from the app, get the courier delivered to your boot, and lock the car back. That's something which is very wishful thinking, but that's something possible. One more smart thing Mercedes has done, has given us an extended under thigh support, and that's manual. So there's no electronic, there's no smart gadgetry, which saves a lot of money, and you can just pull it and get the job done. So that's something very, really cool about it. And yeah, it really works, man. It really works. Now, A-Class is all about fun. I'm driving right now in Eco, and this is how it feels when you're going to put the little gas. And the roads are quite clean in front of me, that's why I'm doing it. And this is the comfort mode. And now this is the sport mode. Sport mode is really fun because that's when the transmission completely opens up and it drives very, 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 very cool. This is not exactly the kind of roads you're supposed to drive the A-Class, but the A-Class can handle this kind of tarmac, at the same time the street tarmac. Time for verdict? Well, the A-Class makes for a very compelling case. It has all the bells and whistles. It has a sunroof, it has a under thigh support, it has the MBUX system, it has the rear seat passenger leg room, headroom, boot space, looks stunning. You really can't pick anything about it. And it's also available in petrol, diesel, and the AMG version. Now, it all depends on the price. The price is going to be around 40 lakhs, but a couple of lakhs here and there can make a lot of difference. While we wait for the price announcement, don't forget to give us a thumbs up and give us the comment on what you think of the A-Class, whether you're going to buy. For the first time luxury buyer, A-Class is going to be a seductive offering from Mercedes, and it's going to make a lot of noise, and I rest my case here. Until the next one, take care.